Hello and welcome to the video. Today we're ranking WWE wrestlers' appearance with the Spinner Championship. The Unholy Spinner Championship. In fact, I actually have the Spinner title. I could actually go get it right now and have it on in the background. You know what? By the way, we hit 500. You know what? I'll make this the 500 subscriber special because the Alpha Omega tier list took me way too long. So, if this is about the same length, then, yeah.
A few moments later.
Get prepared. Woo! This good old bad boy. Wee do 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 do. Yeah, the Spinner Championship. This title is very much hated, and I could see why. I mean, you know, you went from having the Undisputed Championship, which looks hunky, yeah, that's the way to say it, looking all beautiful, then we got to this. And, you know, at first it's not too bad, because you think it's just going to be for Cena, and only Cena. But then, something happened. It kind of sticked around for 8 years. That's 8 years too long. And I can't deny, you know, actually owning the title, damn, is it worth all the money. I mean, look at all the customization of the jewels, the champion. I mean, it's like a beautiful looking belt, okay? I will not deny owning it myself. This title looks great. And as a replica, it is amazing. But as a top title, no. Your top championship, or really all your titles, but specifically your top title, is supposed to look good on your guy. And with this Spinner Championship, most times if not, it was either meh or not good on said superstar. So today, we're gonna rank 13 people that held the titles from who looks the best with it to the worst. Well, actually, it's kind of in randomized order because tier list is like that. But it doesn't matter. So let's have fun and let's get into it. First guy up is, well, John Cena. John Cena held it about a couple times. And, well, I think it's pretty obvious where he's gonna go. The damn title was made for him. Why would it not look good on him? That's probably the reason why they never took the title off Cena too. You know why? Because Cena was always gonna win this back anyways. John Cena pretty much held this in 2005, 2006, 2007, missed out in 2008. And 2009, no, 2009 he was in Randy Orton. 2010, 2011, 2012 was a year he didn't win it, which sucks because Cena would look so good with this title with the green attire. You can't disagree with that. So obviously the maker of this title, cat just fell. Edge, the guy who took the title from Cena, who also suggested his own belt design. And Vince, you should have listened to him. Unpopular opinion here, but Edge does not look good with this title. I mean, Edge with the title, like, not like, take away the design, Edge with the title, absolute menace. Gave Cena fans absolute hell. They hated him. The thing I don't like is, well, how Edge looks with it. Having seen Edge with the World Heavyweight Championship and how he makes that work much better with The Undertaker and all that, Batista, it's like this title is a toy. I mean, if this is the only title you'll hold, then maybe not, but when you're with the World Heavyweight Champion before or after, this title is gonna look like child's play. Unless you're Cena and you're just fucking special that way. For me, Edge, I want to say he's like one of the worst looking people with it. You know, he's definitely not A, because A, you know, is like looking good, great. B, that, like, I'm gonna go C with Edge. You know, he looks, you know, he's like, yeah, you know, he looks respectable with it. Why didn't Edge do this? I mean, why? When Edge was champion, how come we didn't do this? You know, Edge, Edge, woo! Batista. Yeah, this is an automatic F. No. Batista went, you know, from 2005 to 2009, not holding this title ever. Then he finally does when he beats Randy Orton in a steel cage match, and the dude looked like a goddamn doofus with this. Batista, big jacked. Drax, the Invisible Man. I bet Batista wished he was invisible at that moment, huh? It just comes down to the fact that Batista always looked good with the World Heavyweight Championship, so when he wins this, he does not look the same with it. I'm sorry, he looks really silly with it. Gosh, I wish Batista won the Undisputed Championship. Triple H, I'm sorry, Triple H, by the way, that reign of Triple H is kind of underrated in 2008. Though, him with the title, oh boy. I think Batista's worse because, well, Batista and the World Championship, oh, they go together so beautifully. Triple H, you know, it's like he still looks bad with it. I mean, considering Triple H is coming from the Attitude Era, where he looks badass with the Attitude Eagle, the Undisputed Championship, the World Championship. He had all those title designs. And then we decided with the Triple H's longest reign, that isn't World Champion, I mean WWE Champion-wise, has to be with this. This! CM Punk. Now, this may sound very, very, very unpopular. Maybe, I don't know. I know a lot of us do not like Punk. Personally, I think Punk is the best looking guy with the spinner belt. I know. Better than the guy who was made for. Shoot me, motherfucker. Punk, with that Chicago attire that night, and really any of his attires, especially the pink one at SummerSlam as well, it just fits so well with the title. With Punk, the title did not look like a toy. It looked like a legit Championship. Rey Mysterio. I'm not gonna lie, I think the title legit is longer than Rey. I mean, let's... Like, damn. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know. I don't think Rey is the worst, you know, an F. I'm gonna go D. It's Jeff Hardy. Oh, yes. I'm gonna put him right behind John Cena S tier. I mean, come on. Jeff Hardy and this title, oh my gosh. It's just something about it. Just clicks. For no reason at all. It just clicks. Maybe it's just the tattoos. Maybe it's just Jeff Hardy in general. The story and all that. I mean, that championship entrance on SmackDown. Sheamus. Oh boy, this is probably where some hate's gonna happen. Remember, this isn't about how they were as champion. This is how they look with the title. And I think Sheamus looks better than Edge with it. I have my reasons. There's one attire Sheamus has that's green. I believe he wore it at SummerSlam. I mean, that attire with this title, come on, it matches so beautifully. I think it looked good with Sheamus. I mean, the spiky old hair, you know, all Sheamus's cartoon expressions, you know, with the cartoon title. Like, it all just fit well. Please, Phoenix, do not knock down the camera and misplace it. I think just that they complemented each other very, very well. So, Alberto Del Rio. Let's put him in A for abuser. No, I'm going to put him in D for domestic abuse. Wow, damn. Now, another one that's probably going to be shifting some gears. Probably grinding some people's gears. Whoa. Comparing it to Sheamus and Edge, especially Edge, I would put RVD a tier higher than Edge. I think RVD actually did look good with it. In fact, I will actually put him above Sheamus. What was the controversy all about? Miz. Oh, yeah. You know, it's like one of those things. Miz, I'm going to put above Jeff Hardy. I mean, it's the most simplest of things. I know people hate this, but like, just simply turned a W into an M. It's the stupidest of changes, but it works so well. What didn't work for Alberto Del Rio absolutely worked for Miz here. And I think it just helps how Miz, you know, structures himself. Randy Orton. Now, Randy Orton should be an S for most, but I'm going to go A with it. Actually, Randy had 2 times with the title. Once, you know, without all the tattoos, and another time with all the tattoos. Thank God Randy only won this between the years 2008 and 2010, because... oh dear. And yet again, it's one of those things compared to the World Championship, it's like, but yet again, Randy kind of was in the era with this title, so really, he's not really off-putting with it. Plus, when Randy did have this title, he was intimidating as hell, but comparing it to Punk, Cena, Miz, and Jeff, I don't know. Randy Orton kind of defined the World Championship more. Lastly, The Rock. And yeah, everything I said about Batista goes here as well, and everything I said about Triple H applies to The Rock. No. WWE knew how stupid Rock looked with this, to the point they had to remodel the title into something that's actually worse. It's literally, it took like maybe a month, you know, within to his reign, where they're like, yeah, it's time to change this, and Rock revealed it on a Raw that they were changing the toy. I mean, Rock's first world title in, I believe they said when he won it in 2013, 11 years, and this is what he comes back to win. I mean, you cannot just imagine Rock's reaction like, you know, I'll take the L, you know, especially because he's dropping it to someone that's at the top of the list. Rock cannot make this title work. I love The Rock. You know, he's my number 1 WWE guy of all time, but this, And it's not even Rock's fault. Rock was, like, gone the whole entire time in this title's existence. And that's why I determined Rock to be the worst guy with this title. And how did you guys enjoy this video? I had to refilm it because I wasn't proud of the original. Much more proud of this one. It's chaotic. It's all over the place. Let's try to bring this jumbled mess into a absolute masterpiece. Let me know down below if you want to see more of a tier list like that with the WWE title appearances, because I have, you know, some Google Docs set up with the IC title from 1998 to 2011, with the World Championship as well, you know, from WWE. I don't mind doing these. Just giving my opinion out.